Hey everyone, we are back with another set of tiny races today. We are 1 week out from the start of the Zwift Games, so I thought today would be an awesome chance to practice 4 bunch finishes. That was my only intention. Here's the course for the first race: Glasgow, Crit Reverse. Flipping the photos seemed better than the Zwift Insider graphic of this route. Anyway, my plan was to be really patient and practice bunch sprints for change. Looked at my Zwift Power, and I have not been involved in a proper bunch sprint like this in months and months and months. So getting 4 hit outs to see how things work was the goal. So here's the first one into the final 300 meters. We've ramped things up pretty nicely. I'm sitting in a good spot, and the power's coming out pretty well. I'm looking like I'm going to place, but can I take it out? I don't think I've ever won a tiny race first up on a flat route, and that was close. Results come up. Got the dub by 0.00 of a second. So we take that a really good start. For someone who hasn't done a proper full bunch sprint in so long, the timing came out superbly there to start off with. Now in this race, Glasgow crit forward. A guy went off the front down in this section. Often happens. But again, my primary objective was to practice bunch timing. So I wasn't about to go after that move and risk missing out on what was happening here. So all about the timing here. There are a couple of other guys preparing for the Zwift Games. Some of the guys that feature really well in the later races. Coming through the field nicely here. Again, practicing the timing. Done it pretty well. Am I going to win the bunch sprint? But for second overall, just again, that was like did not hit the wind for more than many milliseconds there. So 2 races deep and the goal, it's coming out really well. So this time last year, I did a bit of a hit out before the Zwift Games in the tiny races, very similar. And I had 4 chances and I pretty much cooked them 4 times. And I learnt a lot from it, and I took it into the Zwift Games where I finished fantastically. So hopefully not a bad omen that that I've hit these tiny races well a week out, but maybe it's just a sign that I feel comfortable in the current racing dynamics on Zwift. The pack dynamics with paces and group rides less so. Here we are anyway, though. LaGuardia loop. Ruben's off the front, so he's got the win here. But again, practicing the bunch sprint, and the timing is just on point. So coming across the line for second there against Gatesy. Gatesy went nice and early, so that was a tough one for him to hang on. Always good to have a good crew of guys around, and there was a good crew of guys around in this tiny series, which was awesome. Numbers there. I'm being really consistent with these finishing sprints actually, so not just timing them well. And then in the final race, the guy who won the second race went off the front with a very similar move, and this time I was like, nope, it's not happening. So I followed that move, shut it down, and it kind of stopped. So that was certainly a match burnt there. Going into the last 700 meters, but feeling pretty good. The first 3 races were pretty easy, I think, because the elite guys practicing for the Zwift Games all kind of wanted some bunch sprint. We all know that we can do breakaways and stuff, but that was not what we're here for. So it probably made the racing easier than normal. So I was glad I did a training session in the morning before these ones, because this was a nice way to finish off with pretty much just 4 sprints in the end. And here we go into the last 300. I wait for Ruben's wheel, get in a great spot again, and then Nicky comes up from behind, and this is perfect timing from him here. So he gets one back. He had fantastic numbers all night and timed that one really well. So a first, a second, and a second. Cannot complain with that at all heading into the Zwift Games next week. From a timing standpoint, obviously next week there's going to be probably 30 guys that are capable of more than me or what I can do. So that will change the dynamic of the group a little bit. But you can't complain with having a feel of the timing and what you need to do in a range of different sprint finishes, which, as I said, I haven't done for months. So there's the GC result on the night. You can't complain with that at all. So things are looking really good. I had a fun night. Good to race some of the guys. I'm going to be teaming up with Ruben and Gatesy in the chasing tour this season. So I'll be posting some stuff up about that soon, but looking forward to it. But yeah, we're a week out. Form is going really well. How did you go over the weekend? Let me know in the comments. But we will see you all next time. Cheers.